Damien Fleming. Swing and slash through cover point. And he goes again. Out. Lara brilliantly played. Got in position early onto his toes and tipped it in front of square leg, and it may go all the way. That is a brilliant shot. It's over. In the air and got him. Slash through the covers. Brilliantly played. Placed past Ponting, and that's gone all the way. And Adams goes for it. He gets it past Ponting at point, and it may go to the fence again. Lovely shot. We haven't seen the aggressive Jimmy Adams at end. Tucks around tidily, and this will bring up his 50. Well played by Sherwin Campbell. And run out chance now. He's hit. Well, after the great running, got in over the top, and middle stump is pushed back.
Chopped it on. Out leg before. So Hendy Bryan doesn't last very long. Typical Phil Simmons shot, all muscle and power for 4.
And out. Lovely shot. One of the shots of the day. And out. So Mark Waugh takes a beauty at cover. Got him both. So Steve Waugh congratulates Damien Fleming, who
caught behind, beautiful delivery. In the air and hit well. Gone away forward a square, Dylan. And timed that well. Again, anything short is being put away, short and wide, and timed again so well.
And short, but he got under it. Ponting goes down to fine leg and into the boundary for 4. Dylan. Ponting, lovely. He's a very good straight driver of the ball, Ricky Ponting, and he's timed that beautifully and to perfection. And bowling. So
in the air and the catch for someone, and 2 of them collide, and eventually that's well struck down the ground, punched away for 4. Well hit and well placed too. Not much of a gap between mid-off and extra cover, and Walsh won't get there.
Inside edge, bowling.
Run out attempt, and there's an appeal. The last for the television replay, but it looks out. Lara enjoying that. Appeal is gone. Hendy Bryan has got his 3rd wicket. Bolden absolutely misjudged the line entirely.
And there goes Julian. He's going to that man watching the cricket. And he goes for it, and a good slow ball from Arthurton.
Bolden, Julian looking for the big frog, and Perry gets his revenge for the earlier 6.
Cut shot, plays it beautifully, and that's a boundary. And he has crunched that to backward point. And a gap at the covers. So nicely timed by Marble, and that is going perilously close to the boundary, and it's a boundary. It's a 4. And boundaries, and a no ball. And there's a big shout, and Gilchrist is out.
Outfield is like lightning. Just came forward and eased it down the ground. That's a very good shot. Placed it beautifully.
And got him.
Bolden. Smashed away. Long chase for Campbell, won't get there. Caught. Second attempt. Hoiked away. Down towards the boundary for 4, and that will be it. Very good 50 for Darren Lehmann.
And that's a lovely shot. Brilliant shot, 4 runs. That's his 50, Michael Bevan. And Lehmann smashes him over mid-wicket. And Lehmann stands and delivers, and due to hit a 6. And that's in the air straight. A chance for Shandapur to take the catch. It'll be a spectacular catch. He brings up his 100. So Darren Lehmann hits 2 boundaries in the 90s to bring up his 100.
Brilliantly taken. What a magnificent left-handed catch. Outfield very fast. Will go away for 4. Too short. And this outfield very fast, even though he didn't get hold of it. Played it on. Dragged it on, Brian Lara.
And a boundary. Campbell has whacked that to, and again, and we keep bowling there, we're going to get them, and 4 more. Brilliant shot by Jimmy Adams, racing away towards the boundary.
Down towards long on, and gone for 4.
And got him. So finally Shane Warne's been able to do what he's wanted to do, that is, and that is a beautiful shot. And bowled him.
He's got him. That's a fine stroke. Lovely shot by Williams. And he's chopped it on. Out without scoring in his 100th one-day international. And that's gone. Got it through. Spanked it away, and it goes all the way.
Down he goes towards long off. Tom Moody comes in and should take the catch and does. Wide delivery and half volley and dealt with perfectly. Through the covers for 4. And that's close. And Simmons slashes out to the fence.
Down the ground, there's a man out there, he can't reach it, it's gone over. You'll have to hurry, they'll ask for the television replay, and sure enough it is, which will give, there it is, Australia have won by 46 runs. Banged away for 4, so what a start for Australia. So far.
That's Mark Ward's best. That's 4. Well, you don't hit them any better than... That's beautifully played. He just sat in his crease. Gilchrist has played a beauty. And that is a long hit. It's a long boundary out there, and it's pavilion end. On to Mark Waugh, and the 50 up with the boundary. Great shot by Mark Waugh.
And even more happy now. That's gone all the way. Had enough room to put it down to mid-wicket.
And that brings up his 50.
Some cracks as Lee goes towards the boundary. And drops. And a big appeal had given him. Good piece of fielding by Adams. A chance to run out. Great piece of fielding by Jimmy Adams. It went to his right-hand side.
That's well hit. Over the top of mid-on. Mid-on is in. That's a fine shot. Beautifully played. Found the gap.
And again, and that is a beauty. That is outstanding. And in fact, it gets the applause from Curtly Ambrose. And chance to run out as well. He's hit. Brilliant piece of fielding. And bowled. 4. Beautiful
Beautifully bowled. Magnificent faster ball. Gone away towards mid-wicket. That's gone for 4.
Lovely shot, clipped over mid-wicket, hitting with the slide of the ball, couple of bounces into the fence. Big shout, and he's given him.
Lovely cover drive. That's gone away. He's got hold of that one. He's pulled very well. Flashed away, gone for 4 more.
And clipped beautifully over mid-wicket. The man at square-legged Michael Bevan is very fast, but even he can't get down.
That's well placed and well timed too. That carries him all the way to the boundary, that really is. And Sherwin Campbell 50.
Yes, a very good innings.
He's bowled him well. Sherwin Campbell losing possession of the bat.
Hoover goes back, pulls it. Very well placed by Hoover. And Jimmy Adams decided to go whack to mid-wicket.
Beautifully bowled. Well, that's a real authentic Brian Lara shot. Well, that nearly took Brian Lara's head off.
Time to get out of the way.
Swept away fine, and that Carl Hooper's 50. Lovely shot from Hooper. Beautifully played. Play on.
And I don't think he's still heading back and setting a boundary. 49th over for Australia. The West Indies need 4, and they don't need any more. So Brian Lara has won the game for the West Indies as the crowd starts to spill on the oval. Brian Lara at home for the first time since his triple century.
Over the infield. Deliberate shot, and it's going to go all the way for 4. That's exactly where Mark Waugh loves it. Well struck. That's a beautiful shot. 4 runs. Struck that magnificently.
And big shout in close, and he's out. And got in.
Bowled in. Ambrose strikes in his 9th over. And Mark Waugh, who's had so much trouble against him, is bowled all over the shop. Bowled on his legs. Lovely shot down the ground. Typical Steve Waugh straight drive. A punch away for 4.
Lovely shot, and 4 runs. Nehemiah Perry just couldn't get the hand to the ball. And a big shout out. So Dillon has kept the Australian captain in a patch of poor form. And a big shout and out.
Beautifully bowled. Well bowled again. He's gone, caught behind.
That's a lovely shot by Michael Bevan. A little bit of width. Banged in short of a length.
That's a big 6. He's got hold of that one. And hiked away to mid-wicket. It's gone all the way for 4. And Michael Bevan is down the wicket and hitting absolutely straight for 4. Efficient batsman in the limited overs game. And dropped it. He's called for the replay, but Nehemiah Perry dropped the return. So they finish with 189, and Michael Bevan once more whipped away over square leg for 4. That's well hit. Very well struck by... Magnificent shot. That's very strongest, Sherwin Campbell. He's outgone. He's hit that very hard. He really clobbered that.
And that is a lovely shot. With his bottom hand, when it comes into play. And no chance of the bowler's in, and it's out. So no calling except the late no by Adams. Extra cover. And he may as well just do some more by chasing that.
They'll have to hurry here. Gone.
Bowled him. He's gone. And what an important wicket for the Australians.
West Indies.
And bowled him around his legs. So Stuart Williams has got the first match duck.
Ponting. Hits the stumps. Runs him out.
And a big shout. He's appealed and out. Bad ball, lovely shot. And bowled him. The off-cutter that Fleming bowls so well. Game resumes. And he slaps it towards backward point, and that's a boundary.
Well taken. Brilliant catch by Gilchrist. That's it. All over. Australia have won the match by 20 runs. The series is level at 2-all.
Option here.
Down towards fine leg. He's hit that well. That's gone out of the ground. Cracked away, square in the offside, 4 more. He's very strong in that shot, Sherwin Campbell.
The ball is dead.
And that's going to put a little bit of salt into that proverbial wound. Slow ball and lovely shot. That is Carl Hooper at his best. Campbell on strike, 41. And what a catch. So, a brilliant catch by Shane Lee. And Jacobs just chips away, so he's not going to play it very much longer.
Long way out. Touchdown. Bowled him beautifully.
Another slow ball and swept away beautifully. And that's smacked. And Steve Ward's put his hand up, but the only man who'll get that is the man behind the rope. Down leg side, and he goes towards mid-wicket, and that's all the way.
To Chandapal. And Chandapal goes over the top and is caught at run-off. That's what I mean by that. He's gone with him again. And he finishes it off with just the one. So a single to Stuart Williams to finish off the innings. 173 for 5. Hoisted down towards the boundary for 6. That'll be 4.
Gilchrist pulls. He's a very good puller. And that is a mid-wicket boundary. Leg side in the air and out. And bowled in! So, Mr. Ponting, you are out.
And a few little interesting actions there too.
And Lehmann goes for a pull shot. He gets a top edge.
Just away from Bolden. Tremendous hit, a no ball as well.
And Waugh goes his favourite shot. Simmons is there, but so is 6.
Happened after.
In the air and slapped to mid-off. That's 4. Slaps it to short cover and a misfield by Campbell. No catch, goes towards the fence, and it may go all the way. It does. And he goes this time, and that is 6. And Michael Bevan has smashed that.
The ball cutters. That's
and
it.
that is variety at its best. And bowling again.
In the air, and the catch in the outfield, and taken. Well, that's a mighty slap. went on the right there in the picture. That's it. That's the shot I've been talking about. That's a big one. 4 runs. He's hit that very hard. Rather. In the air. And that's gone over the top for 6. 4 balls. 4 runs off the last ball. This is a sensational last over from Keith Arthurton. Keith Arthurton needs to pin him down to less than that. In the air, he doesn't get it. They've gone for 1, they'll come for 2. There's an invasion, and the return comes in. Madness here at border. Absolute chaos. Someone's going to get injured out there. They're harassing the players. This is dangerous now for the players in the middle. Somebody snatched a bat. The police are out there surrounding Steve Waugh.
Well played. Outfield is fast. And it's gone. Well shot at 4. There are going to be a lot of boundaries on this ground today. There's no question of that. Well on for 6. Into the temporary seating. Magnificent sweep for 4. That's a magnificent strike.
Snapped away for 4. Brilliant shot into the ground. And a slow ball has gone, and 4.
He's picked it, and that's brought up his 50 as well.
And big shout, and he's out. Lovely shot. Brilliantly placed, and superb timing by Jacobs. Full toss. And he gets away with it. No, he doesn't. And that is a beautiful shot. That is 2 bounces.
In the air, and the catch in the outfield. Jacobs is gone. Julian Hines onto it. And that's a big wicket for Shane Warne, who's now got 2. Just over his head. And we'll have enough on it to go for 4.
So Adams decides to go. The top of mid-off does it pretty well, and Steve Waugh gives up the chase.
Caught behind. Pulled away. This time he's got it between the fielders.
Down he goes and missed it. So Stuart Williams, you are out. And the ball thought about cutting, and he's pulled it straight to Ricky Ponting at.
Caught and bowled. Here's the last over now. Fleming the bowler. So the West Indies finish with 249. Australia will need exactly 250 to win the match.
Lovely shot. Square leg is the target, and a boundary for Mark Waugh. And that's where he likes to hit. That's why there are 2 men there, but he's able to split them, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Irvin Dillon. And that doesn't matter, because he has slapped that in front of point. And Mark Waugh classical. He's not a traditional. And took away towards square leg. That is brilliant.
That's a 6. That's well struck. Adams has him. Good catch. Just over mid-wicket. And will trickle towards the boundary. And that's through the covers for 4. So that raises Adam Gilchrist's 50. And he's really on fire here. Applause from his teammates. That's a big hit. Down the ground
and Julian's got that one away. He's had enough tries, and Julian has hit that for 6.
And that's magnificently struck. In the air, and the catch. Adams is under it and takes it. And that's going to be a catch now. Adams, third catch of the innings.
And in the air, big appeal, and he's out. Ponting loves the pull shot, and he's hit it straight down the throat. And what a catch.
Not that time. Gone over the top and done. He's done this time, I think.
Really, Michael Bevan's call.
That's a fine shot. Down the ground for 4. Brilliant straight drive.
In the air, he hits very well to mid-wicket, does Michael Bevan, and that's where it's gone. And it's a boundary. Bevan goes in the air, and that's the winning run. So Bevan slaps it towards the mid-wicket fence, and it will go all the way. And it's a very good result for Australia.
Gone. And if you're short and wide, good blow. Very good blow. Gone.
And that has gone. That has gone. And bowled. He tried to steer it down the gully. For Bevan. Good captaincy, but bad bowling. That is 4 from King. And he goes in the air, flashes it for 4, over point.
Caught behind, appealing for it. He's checking with the umpire. He's asked for the television replay, and Steve Waugh is walking. 4 more. Every time they're short.
Short and wide and 4. So and the umpire calls the box at Michael Bevan, and that's out. Wide delivery, and Jimmy Adams has had a nightmare. Nice shot, lovely timing, and that has gone very quickly. And that is a big 6. That has gone to the scoreboard.
And he's bowled him.
Got hold of that, Tom Moody.
There it is. That has gone for 6. So that carries Australia up to 252 for 9 from their 50 overs.
Fleming. Jacobs goes and slaps it towards mid-wicket, and Julian can't stop it. Nice shot. Nice shot. Going to give the man, the third man, some work, and the only work he'll do is left. And that's in the air, but it's 6. And in the air, and Bevan can't get there.
And that's a long hop. Pulled away by magnificent straight drive. Oh, that's a great shot. Put that away again. And that's gone for 4 more. Down towards mid-wicket, well struck for 4. That's a big one. That's a huge blow. We've seen many here today. That's gone. That's a huge 6 once more.
Volley and slapped through the offside. There's 2 men out there, but neither can get it. Very good shot. In the air and got him. But he can slap it through the covers for 4.
And he goes after this one and spanks it away. Chase there for Fleming. He won't get there. That's driven to extra cover. Lovely shot by Campbell to raise his 50. Continuing the good series he's had. He's been hit in his face with that delivery, trying to hand it around, and of course Jimmy Adams will go off now, and this will be a setback for the West Indies, so there will be swelling, no question. He's gone. He ran into the bowler. Similar happened today. Campbell is down on the ground, but he bounced into the bowler. He'll have to go. Same thing happened earlier today with the run-out of Michael Bevan. Ugly scenes here at Kensington Oval following the run-out of Sherwin Campbell. Bottles are on the ground, the police are surrounding, and the Australians are going off the ground. The safety of the players must become, and a bottle coming very, very close to Steve Waugh's head. A bottle coming extremely close, and he and Shivnarayan Chandapal will resume. Cancel the appeal. Ball flipped into the outfield. They'll have enough on it to go for 4. He's out caught behind. Campbell chasing a wide. Lovely shot off the leg. Beautifully played. Long chase towards the boundary. And just got there.
Lovely clip over mid-wicket. Lovely shot from Chandapal. Full toss, and Jimmy Adams enjoys that. Full toss, and whacked away for 4. Flat to mid-wicket. And that is 4. Lovely shot. And through. It'll go all the way to the fence.
Adams goes and lost it for 4. And that is it. So the West Indies win the match. And at the end of what was a pretty sad day for West Indian cricket, embraces all around. Shane Warne and Jimmy Adams, two mates. Shane Warne and Jimmy Adams